What's up, guys? I have another deck profile for you. It's actually Yosenjus. I won first place with this at locals, and this deck it stops just about anything. So I'm gonna get right into it. All right, first we have 3, 1s. Now, oh yeah, this is just the compulse. So yeah, he's the most important one in my opinion. Next is 3, 2s. Um, I ran 3 of him, but I sided out. I sided out one of him for the Thunder King, and Thunder King is really good. You don't have to main it if you don't want to, but this one is really disposable because sometimes it's in my opinion it's your least important comma. So yeah, you can go ahead and side him out. Next is 3, 3s. Now, comma 3, your search, and the reason that you only need like 2, 2s is because you want to get comma 1, comma 3, and then just bounce and then hit and then get comma 2 out. That's really what you're trying to do with this deck. Next is Sujik. Sujik, for me the day, he was one of the MVPs of the deck. He was really going to work, and he really a lot of times when people get comma 3 and comma 1 mixed up, so you'll usually just summon your comma 3 first and then hit and see if they'll bite. See if they'll summon like a solemn warning or something. And him, basically, I used him. I would comma 3, comma 1, target himself or target comma 3 and hit, just because I knew people would try to make sure I couldn't get comma 1's effect off. So he really helped. Next is double fossil Dyna. You could also side one of these instead of siding comma 2 out. You can side one of those out for Thunder King, or you could main Thunder King and just go 1 and 1. It's up to you. He just you just put him face down and you flip him. He's destroys all special summon monsters. So that's really what he's good for. He really helps out. He stops your opponent. He really stops. He's like a vanity. He's on legs, so which is really nice. For the spells, we have 2 power dualities. There's 2 because you want to see your traps. Plain and simple, like in this deck, you want to see your trap cards. You want to see your floodgates and everything so that you can clear this deck. You're trying to keep your opponent's board clear, and then just hit them with your Yosenju monsters. Next is 2 tankies. You don't need 3 because comma 3 will search, and 3 kind of clogs, but because you want 2 because you want to see your traps. Again, yeah, you want to see trap cards. Next is double dark hole. This card really helps because if your opponent has cards that can't be targeted, this card really goes to work. It keeps your opponent's board clean as well as your own. Because your Yosenjus go back to the hand, you don't really need to even worry about this. So you just keep their board clean, and then you can just go ahead and hit, and then just use your spells and traps to take care of theirs. Double MST. You don't need 3 because I am running 3 dark bribes, and I'll talk about that in a little bit. This really helps because this deck will lose to that back row. Like I was playing against Monarchs, and I top decked an MST, and I spaced his face down, and it was a Mirror Force, and I put down 4 Yosenjus for game, and I cowboyed. So MST, need that. 2 Necro Valley. Necro Valley really it helps because if you're like, it stops like Cosmos. I stopped Yang Zings and I stopped Infernoids because it's like Necro Valley stops a lot of decks, and Yang Zings really had a hard time. Dimensional Fissure, because a lot of decks, unless you're playing against Cosmos, you can side this out. Well, actually, no. Yeah, play this against Cosmos. You use this first against Cosmos, and they don't really like it because they need to banish. But if you're already sending them to the grave, it hurts them. And when I played against Yang Zings, I was banishing his cards, and it wasn't helping him because Yang Zings need to be destroyed, and so I was banishing them. So it really hurt him. Next is 1 Raigeki. Again, you need to keep the board clean. Your opponent's board. You need to keep your opponent's side of the field clean. So Raigeki just wipes it out again. It's like you're running 3 Raigekis with the 2 dark holes. Next is 3 Mirror Force, and I am not kidding about 3 Mirror Force. You need this because your opponent's going to try to hit you because you have nothing on the board. So yeah, you need your trap cards. So 3 Mirror Force, very needed. Next is Triple Dark Bribe. Dark Bribe really was the day of the tournament. It was like the second best card for me because a lot of people will say, oh, wiretap. But I was even having a discussion with the guy. The reason I don't run wiretap and I run this instead is because wiretap will like where wiretap falls short is the spells. So if your opponent activates like Soul Charge and it's gonna try to hit you for game, you can Dark Bribe it. You can't wiretap a Soul Charge. That's where I don't like wiretap. And Dark Bribe, I know your opponent gets the +1, but you have other, common one to bounce the monster hit that he may get, or you have Mirror Force to destroy, and you have Dark Bribe or MST to stop the back row that it gets. That's the reason. Next is Double Dimensional Prison. Yes, this is our 4th and 5th battle traps, because you need, your opponent's going to try to hit you. So yeah, you need to you have to choose wisely whether the Mirror Force or Dimensional Prison a monster. So yeah, choose wisely and go ahead and do that. Bottomless Trap Hole. Yeah, that's stable. Vanities, because you don't even special summon yourself. Macro, it's another defy. You just, banish your stuff. 1 Solemn Warning. 1 Ring of Destruction. Now, Ring of Destruction, for me, it was the MVP of the day. Because it's so versatile. You can use it like a bottomless, or you can use it like a Sakuretsu armor. Because when your opponent when your opponent attacks, you can go ahead and flip over Ring, or on summon you can flip over Ring. It just doesn't matter. You just flip it on their turn. It really helps. I'm telling you, I am not kidding. Use this card. Torrential, again, another thing to keep the wipe the board. It's our 5th card to wipe the board. You just need to wipe the board, really. One Fiendish Chain. The reason it's only 1 is because, the main reason is because I can't find any other ones in my room, and it's that you have common 1 to bounce those problem monsters, and you have stuff like Torrential to use on summon, and Solemn and Bottomless and Ring of Destruction. There's so many things that help. They fill in so many holes. So, all right, and on to the extra deck. Yeah, these are just my tokens here. I made 2 tokens today. All right, so extra deck, we have 1 Norden. I don't know if you can see that. 1 Norden. Norden, I haven't really, honestly, in this deck, you don't really need to go into extra deck, but Norden really helps. Just in case you need him. He's, just in case. You might need him sometime. He's just in case. Heartland Draco. I like to push for game, and you run Necro Valley, so they can't target this for attack. You just hit him for game. You can hit him like twice, yeah, for 2,000 directly. So it really helps. And he can't be targeted as long as there's a field spell, and we run Necro Valley. So 1 Dark Rebellion Dragon. This one is really my beat stick. If your opponent summons something really big, you just take the attack and then just attack over it. He helps. Dark Rebellion really helps to attack over those beat sticks. On an arc, he just take those monsters just in case. It's whatever you need to take that monster. The monster can't be destroyed or anything, and just take it. Cowboy was the only extra deck monster I really even needed that day. This card goes to work because against Monarchs, I didn't know what he had set, and so I summoned 2 Yosenjus and I Cowboy for game. He didn't have anything set that would have hurt me, like a Mirror Force or anything, but this one is just for safety, and he's a 24 wall on, so you just detach for 800 and he's game. And I use this on Yang Zings too. He had me down to 300. I had him at 600. So next turn, I detach for game. Next is Ragnar Zero. Just for those boosted monsters, because I remember I summoned this against, I forgot what I summoned it against, but I summoned it, and the guy didn't even want to, even play cards face up. Castell, because, he just bounces stuff. Castell is just amazing. Gets rid of problem cards. Bujinki Amaterasu. Now, this, people don't really, think about this much. This card is really underrated. But if you since you run DeFi and macro, if they destroy your Yossenjus, what they mirror force your Yosenju, they manage to with all the macro that you run. If they manage to, you can use Bojinki Amaterasu to get those banished monsters back. Tiger King because he lets you set he negates effects except Beast Warriors and he lets you set those tankies so you can flip them over and just get more Yosenjus or whatever you need. And Abyss Dweller to stop those graveyard effects. Diamond Diary just in case. I never really needed this card in this deck, but just in case you need to destroy something. This guy using Yang Zings, he uses on me, but I bounced it back to the hand next turn. Skill gainer in case your opponent like this. I was playing against the Tellers, and he had a Rongomniad, and Rongomniad is a really good card. So I use this to become the same thing as him, and then I beat him because I flipped over after I flipped over Light and Imprisoning Mirrors on him, and it was just over from then. Black Ship to take care of those Pepes, Performer Pals, and just detach, destroy, and things like that. It really helps. For my side deck, it's personal preference really. I run Thunder King. He's really good. A deck that's really been getting on my nerves is like Magispectors. So I run Poisoning Winds. This card stops Magispectors. They can't do anything if you play one of these on them. I know Yosenjus are a win, but you don't special summon. Wind monsters can't be special summoned, and they lose 500 attack, but you don't need to worry about it because you just bounce their. You can still attack, but you'll be attacking for less, and you can just overlay into something that's not wind, and then just attack. I should have 2 tankies, but oh yeah, that's right. One tanky side, one tanky. Decided in case you need it. Parallel Twister. Just get rid of the back row again, Necro Valley. Yeah, third Necro Valley. Just in case, I have a Necro Valley. I have a Terraforming, but I don't run it in my side deck. I could, but it's just in case. One MST, One more Pod Duality. A Breakthrough Skill. Double Iron Wall. Sorry, it's so sloppy. I'm holding it with my hand. Double Iron Wall. Stop those Cosmos. Can't banish anything. Light Imprisoning Mirrors. Because to stop those Tellers. Because apparently people are still running Tellers, and they're pretty annoying. So, yes, Light Imprisoning Mirrors. And that is it. Sorry it was so long. Please like, subscribe, anything, comment. Anything's appreciated. All right, have a good day. Bye.